And we're not talking about gentrification a whole lot now, and I don't blame anyone over the last 100 days. But
actually,
came up last night. We had a really powerful. I did a conference call with faith leaders
because
and one
this
of the
can
leaders
get kind of cumbersome.
From
not being
Central
control of your own
Brooklyn.
space.
I want to shout her out because I found her words profound. Sister Majida Salam talked about the impact of gentrification
of what's
on
involved
Central Brooklyn
in this whole
and how long before the protests or the coronavirus there were profound senses of injustice
online existence.
As people saw gentrifiers come in and seemingly be favored over people who had been in the neighborhood for generations and had struggled through the
listening
tough
to the
times.
news.
So I want to put this in perspective that
I
those
was watching
community-based
it, but
restaurants
obviously
are part of the heart and soul and identity, and people are so fearful they're going to be wiped away that by gentrification to begin with, and then coronavirus, economic crisis.
I'm still trying to upload
the
video I
took between that and making sure, of course, that they are safe and they treat their workers well. And particularly in the initiative we talked about yesterday, that was laid out by the First Lady and by Toya Williford, the Executive Director of the Mayor's Fund. There are specific
I'm always carrying this thing, so
in that initiative.
there come times, I guess, I'm going to succumb to the temptation and go ahead and use it. I'm going to try to fight it a little bit better.
$3 million for this
I'm still trying to upload a video. I've been able to upload 2 videos on other devices.
Supporting 1,000 workers. All that to say that, look, we want to make sure at a 27,000 restaurants.
It only took me about 5 minutes to upload a video from my laptop.
Communities that they have the support they need. And
I'm still trying to upload one video from this thing. If you don't have the correct kind of
and help those businesses get back on their feet, but we do want to make sure that
internet
we get into those
connection.
Support,
you don't have a really high-speed internet connection, it's not going to upload, or it's going to take a couple of hours,
how many internal affairs
which isn't really workable.
And how many of those were initiated?
You have to go to extraordinary
that inquiry on its own, meaning the
measures
flag behavior because they saw
to be able to do it.
Because they saw
I don't have that much control over my environment to put up with that.
Because of a video caught a cop in the act.
Do not know the answer is the truth. IAB initiates its own investigations for sure. I've seen that for
if you can afford high-speed internet,
initiates investigations because
you can afford the unlimited data plans you need to be able to
brought by elected officials, they're brought by other agencies
consistently be able to use this to upload.
In terms of the breakout of those last days, I don't know that yet, but we'll get that to you.
Stick
Also,
with the device
it's all done yet, meaning I think information is still coming in.
Uploads
anytime we receive
fastest,
a new report,
given your circumstances.
we want to make sure IAB is following up, and I think that's still
the libraries still haven't opened,
we can on the state of play up
but there's a hot spot a few blocks down,
WNYC.
And they built.
Morning, Mr. Mayor.
Hey, Sophia.
Steps.
Hello, Mr. Mayor. Can you hear me?
Whatever.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Yes.
Outdoor
last
steps.
Week, China Williams, a
where you
27-year-old
can,
parolee, was
like
trapped
benches,
by NYPD
like a stadium
in the
step thing, right?
hundreds
Where you
of
can
other
sit down.
peaceful protesters.
It's
he said
kind of like
NYPD officers
town
didn't care when
center
he told
plaza
them he was an essential worker who had just finished his shift as a janitor at an HRA office. And as a result, he spent the last week in jail on a technical parole violation.
And there are several businesses
on violating your own
that
curfew.
offer free internet.
How much responsibility do you feel you bear for implementing a curfew that has resulted
but apparently
in
the one right across the street is the one that has the strongest signal, at least on my device.
Sophia, could you say the
so
name
they've kind of worked it out, obviously, like that.
Please.
China Williams, 27.
I have.
I spent 40 minutes trying to being able to upload a video from my phone.
It's not the same name, but it sounds like the same.
Standing in front of the one of the library branches.
Sophia, in the interest of making sure I'm
obviously
accurate,
that's a pain in the butt.
let me have us come back to you.
On the laptop,
on one particular
it took 5 minutes in this neighborhood hotspot
and we're
to
trying
upload.
To understand what happened in that case.
Yeah, it's a pain having to lug your laptop around, but I mean,
the fact that someone, as I understand it,
5 minutes versus
in state prison came out was on
I don't know how many days
relationship
before you find a circumstance or situation where you can actually
the
stand there
facts
and
about
wait
that.
for the darn thing to
But let me be
upload.
clear.
I don't know.
We said from the very beginning that essential workers were exempted
everything depends
from
on
the
your
curfew.
own set of circumstances.
No essential worker
what
who was going
devices you
about
should be
their
using.
business as an essential worker should have ever been arrested by the NYPD. Now, I don't know if that's what happened here.
I've looked into a variety of sidelines
this particular
in our wonderful economy.
Needs to be looked at. The state AG, the independent investigation by
WAG,
the Department of
Rover,
Investigation and Corp
and
Counsel,
now
IAB.
Instacart.
Everyone needs to look at what happened.
At this point, I've gone
the curfew
the furthest with
your
Instacart.
question
There are still glitches in how it's set up, and I suppose
I'm convinced
there'll always be
was the right
glitches,
thing
but
to
they
do
really need
because
to
it was
work on
part of
stuff.
how we overcame both the violence that we were seeing, but more importantly, and
But so far,
specifically,
Instacart seems to be
attacks on property that really were causing horrible
most doable,
damage in the city. And I went up
workable
to the
at this
Bronx.
point.
I saw
Still haven't started,
working
but
class
this is the
community
furthest
deeply
out of
hurt
those
by
three
the attacks on
options.
property. I
So
saw
far, that's
immigrant
the
small
furthest
business
I've been
people,
able
their
to.
lifetime
Uber and Lyft,
destroyed.
obviously, if you have a
It was
vehicle,
the right thing to put the curfew in place to stop that. The second
Well,
we
you have a
saw
lot of
that that was
expenses.
not happening and we were
I don't know
convinced
why
it
you
would
would
not
do that,
happen
but
again,
whatever.
pulled off the curfew. But that doesn't mean that everything that a police officer
no, I
did
wouldn't
during
even
that time was
consider
right, and we're going to
burdening
do
myself
review
with that
across
kind
the
of,
board to make sure things were done
expense.
properly, and if they weren't done properly, there need to be consequences.
Definitely not workable in my situation.
Sophia,
I've been
do
there,
you have
done
a
that.
follow-up?
No.
I do, and this is about day camps. The
I mean, you
state
can park
has
the thing and
cleared
never
day camps
use
to
it,
open on
and
June
still you're paying
29th,
insurance,
but many
which is
camps
going
here
to
in
be
New
the
York
number
City
one
that need
expense in
permits
their
from the Parks
budget if
Department
you,
say they haven't gotten them yet.
except for housing.
Will the Parks Department issue
assuming you're in a
permits to
situation where
camps,
you're,
and when can we expect that?
yeah.
It's an important question,
Unbelievable.
Sophia.
Yeah.
I got to get an update on that. Again, our conditions here
Anyway,
in the city are the most complex in the whole state.
There's another
and I have to
online
see what the executive order says
class,
specifically.
ESL.
What conditions it sets, what
I've been
amount
dropping in
of local
on
discretion
our
it
local,
sets. So it's a very important
our
issue. I
local
know a lot
libraries,
of people
ESL
want to see
classes.
them get up and running, but we have to do it
So,
safely. So
just
this
to
is one that I can come back to
get
you
more
on,
insight into,
or our team will come
to
back to you on
my,
later on today.
chosen
Last
path.
two for today. Next we have Deborah Lee from Manhattan
And
Times and Bronx Free
I'm
Press.
working out my Jane Jetson
Hey, good morning, everyone.
routine to prep for it.
Can you hear us, Deborah Lee?
Yeah.
Deborah Lee.
I can. Can you hear me?
There you go. Yep. Good.
Here?
Yep, you're
Excellent.
good.
Good morning,
There's
all.
there's lots involved
Terrific.
no matter what
Mr.
option
Mayor,
you
I wanted
choose.
to ask
So
you
it
about,
really depends on where you're
some
at.
concerns that advocates and undocumented immigrants
But,
are having.
Yeah.
As
Okay.
the
It
city
is
continues to move deeper into
June
its
12th.
reopening. A lot of them are feeling like they're being
2020,
left behind, and I wanted you to speak
10:40
specifically
a.m.
to whether
The class
the
starts
race,
at 11.
equity
I've been using
forum,
Zoom
the panel
for
has been actually,
not even a
developing
week.
specific
5
policies
days.
and measures that speak to their concerns.
4 or 5
you've got
days.
rent, the moratorium coming up. You've got a
Those
lot of
live
issues,
demos,
restaurant workers that you mentioned
pain in the
yesterday,
butt. The first one I registered for,
undocumented immigrants, and many of
I
them
guess
are
I didn't
not
realize how it
hearing
worked.
that
I thought if
the
it
city
wasn't,
is planning for
if
their
it had
return
passed, it would,
to
shoot me up to the whichever one was
pictures of
available
life.
now, or I'd be able to
Well, Deborah Lee, it's a very, very important
jump in at the tail of it or something.
And I know
No.
you were up in the Bronx when I was there, seeing
By
the
the time
damage
I
done
went in
to
there,
immigrant
it had
small
already
businesses.
expired,
And small businesses were many
and
immigrants'
it
work. And I think
wouldn't
it gets back to the previous
hook
question
me up
as
with
well.
the other
that
one. So it's
ending the violence.
so if
we
you
can
don't know
move
what you're
forward as
doing
a
off
city
the bat, chances
was
are
particularly
you're better off
crucial
just
to folks who are
joining
the most
a
vulnerable
Zoom
in the
meeting
economy, and that means
and just
immigrants across the board,
muddling
particularly
through
undocumented
best you
immigrants.
can.
So we've
'Cause
got to
those live
understand how
demo
all these
things are a
pieces are in
pain.
play. Restoring peace so we could move forward with
Well,
the restart,
alright, so bit
so
by
that
bit,
we could get people back to work, particularly those who needed the work the most.
feeling my way
Is
through
how
this,
I see
muddling
the
through,
way the pieces come together.
seeing which one
We have, as a city, committed for
which
undocumented
options
folks, not only fairness
most
and
workable
respect and never asking documentation
and
status,
provide
all
the best
of
opportunities.
our efforts to help people.
So,
Our food program
Alright.
is for everyone.
For the moment,
regardless of
that's about it.
documentation status. Our
I
guaranteed
still
healthcare
have to,
program is for everyone,
one video
regardless of documentation status.
that has to be
Obviously, public
uploaded,
schools, you name it, a whole range of
and
services.
I don't know when that's going to happen.
And what I've been
so
trying to do to make
this
sure
is
that there
gonna
are
be
not
so
evictions
out of
helps
whack,
everyone, including
chronologically
undocumented
speaking.
folks.
I don't know.
We
Besides
also
just,
work with Open Society Institute on
I
specific
guess I could
funding
delete
from
any other
the outside
videos
from the
I put
philanthropic
on
world
this thing and then
to help
upload it
undocumented
once
folks
that
who've
gets.
lost their income.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. So.
Going forward.
So it's going to be completely
the
out of
task force on
chronological
racial
order,
inclusion and equity,
and
3
I don't know,
co-chairs
whenever I'm able to be in a situation where I can actually upload this
the
thing.
three
So
co-chairs, one is an
I
immigrant
got videos
himself,
all over the place,
Deputy Mayor
and
Raul Pereira-Hense.
whatever.
One
I'll put them in
is
some
child
kind of order.
of
And
immigrants, Grace Bonilla, the executive
it's a
director.
mess. It's a mess.
I know they are deeply sensitive to what immigrant
Some areas
workers go
have
through.
high-speed
I
Wi-Fi,
think
other areas don't.
there's
Some
no question the task
devices
force
work
is
one
looking
way,
at
and
the
in
needs
one
of
set of
immigrants and specifically
circumstances, another.
undocumented immigrants to
It's a
see
mess.
everything we can do. But I would say,
So I'll
again,
just
I think
throw it
the
up there
first
and
question is
do
how
my
to
best
help
to
the businesses that are most
explain
likely
it in the description,
to
because
support immigrant
there's
communities
very
and
hard to
employ
keep this thing in order
immigrant
with all
New Yorkers.
these,
I think what Commissioner Doris talked about, a lot of that initiative,
all this chaos,
those
all
initiatives that
this
he talked about are specifically
incompatible,
helping immigrant businesses. Obviously, the money helping
systems.
the stores recover in the Bronx.
All right, that's it for now.
The
Got
restaurant
about
initiative
15 minutes
that the
before
First
the
Lady
next
talked about yesterday.
ESL
I think
class
they're all
starts.
focused on helping immigrant
Talk to you
businesses
later.
in some way. So a lot more to do, but